Yeah, the workshop.
Okay. Good evening. We'll be starting the meeting. If you have cell phones, please mute them. And if you need to take a call, please go outside the meeting room and take the call and not inside chambers so that we can hear everybody that's speaking. And that's all I'm going to say about the housekeeping items at this moment. I will go ahead and read the Aldermanic notice, and so we can get started. We do not have a quorum at the moment, but by the time we're done, we should hopefully have the quorum. Order of the New Haven Board of Alders, the Aldermanic Affairs Committee of the Board of Alders will meet in person on Monday, October 28, 2024 at 6 p.m. And the Board of Alders chamber is located at 165 Church Street, second floor, New Haven, Connecticut, to hear and act on the following items. Item 1, LM 2024-0586. Order of the New Haven Board of Alders approving the appointment of Carlotta Clark to the Commission on Aging. Item 2, LM 2024-0587. Order of the New Haven Board of Alders approving the appointment of Satai, I'm sorry if I'm misspelling your name, Fisher to the Affordable Housing Commission. Item 3, LM 2024-0603. Order of the New Haven Board of Alders approving the appointment of Sergio Rodriguez to the Civilian Review Board. Item 4, LM 2024-0602. Appointment order of the New Haven Board of Alders approving the appointment of Dirk Berkman to the Development Commission. Item 5, LM 2024-0589. Order of the New Haven Board of Alders approving the appointment of Charles J. Migaro to the Development Commission. Item 6, LM 2024-0601. Order of the New Haven Board of Alders approving the appointment of John Kelly to the Emergency Management Advisory Council. Item 7, LM 2024-0588. Order of the New Haven Board of Alders approving the appointment of Dr. Frank Mangillo to the Lead Poisoning Advisory Committee. Item 8, LM 2024-0604. Order of the New Haven Board of Alders approving the reappointment of Josh Common to the Homeless Advisory Commission. For our Honorable Rosa Ferraro Santana Chair, attest Honorable Michael Smart, City Town Clerk. These items are on file and available in the office of the City Town Clerk located at 200 Orange Street, room 202, New Haven, Connecticut 06510. For accessibility related accommodations, please call 203-946-7651, voice, or 203-946-8582 TTY/TDD. Public comment and testimony may be submitted via email to publictestimony@newhavenconnecticut.gov before 2 p.m. on the day of the meeting. This meeting will be viewed on the New Haven Board of Alders YouTube page. Thank you. And I would like to ask my colleagues that are here in attendance this evening to say their name and ward.
Yvette Hamilton, Ward 24.
Rosa Ferraro Santana, Chair, Ward 13. Go ahead.
And Angel Hubbard, Ward 3.
Thank you. And we're missing one for quorum, but hopefully by the time they get here, we should have quorum to make approval. I do hope that you'll allow us the opportunity. Our colleague Tom Ficklin was a part of this committee, and he unfortunately passed away and is not with us. As you see, there is a picture of him in his chair in Ward 28. If you go by and see him, he was a wonderful person, very knowledgeable and very social and very outgoing, and a member of this committee. And he's also been socially active in city government and other things as well throughout the years. So I ask that we have a moment of silence for him this evening. Thank you. Thank you. We will begin the meeting, and when you're called, please state your name and address for the record. And our staff person, Missy, will ask, sometimes if she can't read your name, she'll ask you to come and spell it for her, so she makes sure that she gets it right, accurate. The first person this evening is Carlotta Clark. I don't know why I'm saying Clark. I'm sorry. Come on up, Carlotta. It doesn't matter which chair. And just speak into the microphone. You don't have to be that close.
A little close. Carlotta Clark, 264 New Hall Street, New Haven, Connecticut, 06511.
Thank you. Could you move the mic just a little bit closer if you can reach it?
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, good. Carlotta, you've been asked to sit on the Commission on Aging, and tell us why you want to sit on that commission.
Well, I been working with the seniors in our area for a very long time, since about when I moved to Connecticut, since about 2018.
Mhm.
And before I moved to Connecticut, I helped seniors with the Department of Aging in New York City.
Mhm.
So I happen to be a senior myself, but I'm a pretty much active senior. And I like to make sure that seniors get what they are entitled to. And if they have any problems, I can help them with that, or at least show them the right way to go to get whatever they need.
Okay. And I'll ask my colleague, Alder Hilton, if she has any questions.
Well, I don't have any question per se, Chair Santana, but I read your resume. You have time, Carlotta, that you can put till this, because it says you're retired right
I'm
now.
retired and I have time. My work is voluntary,
Uh-huh.
so I like to use my time.
Do you know the time when they meet and all? Or when
Jackie had told me, I wrote it down, but I don't remember it. He
Mhm.
told me where it was, and it was like one meeting a month.
Mhm.
So that's good. I'm also the co-chair of the New Hallville Community Management Team.
Right,
So I
right.
do a lot of things, in the community. So I have time, I have plenty of time.
That's
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Glad you're so active, because sometimes when we get a little older, we get all these aches and pains and we can't move anymore.
I'm just lucky that I don't have them and I don't want them.
I wish I could say the same, but I can't. I can't. I'm younger, and I still have a lot of aches and pains, but I'm not complaining. I'm here today.
Yeah, that's right. Any day above ground.
And do you have any questions? Thank you so much, Carlotta.
Now, do I need to stick around or can I?
You can go, and our staff person, Misty,
Misty
will advise you.
All right, thank you.
Determination.
much.
Thank you. Mr. Fisher,
Is it Satya?
yeah, I'm gonna ask him to
You
say,
know,
say his name,
for
first name, so I get it correct.
we are murdered.
No worries. My name is Satya Fisher.
Satya?
Yes, Satya,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, your address?
275 Winchester Avenue.
Okay, thank you. And you're being appointed to the Affordable Housing Commission, and why do you want to sit on that commission?
Yeah, I'm interested in sitting on the Affordable Housing Commission for two main reasons. One, I'm very passionate about affordable housing. I grew up in Hawaii, which has a very high cost of housing. So seeing how a lack of affordable housing in our community pushed a lot of people out of the state got me interested in looking at affordable housing solutions. And that's kind of what I studied in college, but I enjoyed the classwork, but I wanted to gain some more hands-on experience. And so I did a year-long AmeriCorps Vista service year. And that really solidified my passion for working on affordable housing issues. And then now in my current role as a project manager on the development team at Habitat for Humanity, I get to work daily in affordable housing development and get to see the funding mechanisms and the policy that goes into creating affordable housing units.
Wonderful. And you decided to move here from Hawaii?
I sure did,
The
yeah.
warm climate, the beautiful ocean.
That's right, yeah.
Did you come for schooling or something?
I went to Virginia Tech, so I've been on the East Coast for a little bit, and then I moved up to New York for my girlfriend to be able to do, for her schooling, and then we're here for more schooling as well.
Wonderful. Habitat for Humanity does wonderful work in our community, and I'm glad to meet someone that works there as well. Any questions from the committee?
And you'll be able to attend the meetings when they are called? I'm sorry.
Yeah, absolutely.
And can make time on it.
Absolutely.
And I'd like to acknowledge our colleague, Alder Rodriguez, who has also joined us this evening, so we know we have quorum. No problem. Alder Hubbard, do you have any questions?
No.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Sergio Rodriguez.
Good evening, Madam Chair, committee members.
Good
My name
evening.
is Sergio Rodriguez. I live at 142 Judgment Avenue, New Haven, Connecticut.
And you're being appointed to the Civilian Review Board, and tell us why.
Well, I mean, as you well know, and colleagues who know me, I've been very actively involved in community service for many years in the city. I will be ending my current term as the chairperson of the New Haven Democracy Fund, which was another committee that I was on with the city for 9 years. I believe that I have the background and experience to be an asset to the board. I mean, I'm currently a gubernatorial appointee to the Board of Pardons and Parole, so I'm very much wrapped up in criminal justice. So I think I bring the kind of experience that would be very helpful to the board and to the community.
I know your background for Alder Hubbard, who wasn't here before. Sergio Rodriguez also served with us on the Board of Alders. I don't know if you know that. So I wanted to explain. Sergio and I go back a long time because he and I served, and we sat on the HELO committee, and we've done a lot of organizing and National League of Cities and things like that. So I know he's a compassionate person of things to better our city and to do things that we need done in the community. Is there anything that you would like to add, Alder Hamilton?
Hey, Sergio, good evening and
Good
welcome
evening.
back.
Good evening.
Are you ready for the work, if appointed?
Well, you know I work hard.
Because it is work.
So, I know it's work. So is the Democracy Fund, very hard work, but very much on track and working very well at this point. So I feel comfortable being able to also, obviously my term has ended, but to be able to leave.
Cool. I don't have any questions.
And Alder Rodriguez.
Not related.
No.
I know this man's work. I know his loyalty, and I know he goes right into it,
Yeah, get it done.
into whatever he does. And I know him for fighting back from New Haven.
Many
Initiative
years.
and
So
all
those
the
roads.
different committees and so forth.
Yeah.
So thank you
I
for
appreciate
wanting
that
to
very
serve
much. Thank you,
in the
sir.
Civilian Review Board. Thank you.
Alder Hubbard.
I would like to add that me and Mr. Sergio, we were talking in the back. I remember him helping my mom. My mom was the TRC president for Farnham Courts for many years.
Oh, yeah.
So I also am very much affiliated with him, and I know his work. So I'm proud.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I appreciate the work that you guys do. This work, goes. People don't really realize the amount of work that you really have to do in order to get the work done. You need to get done to make the city function well, to keep it safe, and to keep it moving. So, from a person who's a constituent who also lives in the city, and I want to thank you guys very much for the very difficult work you have to do.
Thank you very much, Sergio.
You're
Have a
welcome.
good day.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Dirk Bergman.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Oh, you killed two birds with one stone today. You voted.
Yes,
and-
absolutely.
Yeah.
That's right. A little of any size, so I might as well.
Sit down.
Sit down.
Thank you.
Name and address for the record, sir.
George Bergman, I'm living in 62 Livingston Street in New Haven.
Okay, and, you're being appointed to the Development Commission,
That's correct.
and tell us why.
Well, I've been a citizen of New Haven for nearly 30 years, and I felt it was time to contribute. So I spoke with my Alder, Steve Winter, a few years ago that I would like to do so, and he said, well, it would be great if you could contribute in an area where you have special expertise. I'm an economist. I teach at Yale University economics, and so the Development Commission seemed like a right point for me to contribute to bring my expertise to the development of the city.
Wonderful. Do you know exactly what they do?
Not exactly, but I
You have
spoke.
an idea?
Yes.
Did you speak with the chair?
No, I did not speak with the chair. I spoke with the assistant of the mayor, and actually, I spoke with the head of development of the city of New Haven.
Mike Piscatelli?
That's right,
Yeah.
exactly. So we had an interview
Good.
over half an hour.
Good. So it's in line with what you expect to get out of this committee?
Yes.
I just want to make sure, because some people think something and think something else, and so what actually is, so
No,
I
and I
want to
listened
make
to
sure.
a few of the protocols and the recordings that the commission has, and so that seemed in line with my expectations.
Wonderful, because we can always use people who want to spend the time doing that kind of work, because there aren't that many people wanting to serve on commissions and boards. So we appreciate the fact that you guys, all of you are here this evening and wanting to serve. So that shows us that there's a commitment to the city.
Yes,
And-
absolutely.
And we want to see it proceed.
No, absolutely, and that's why, I guess, why we volunteer for our services.
Yeah, thank you. Alder Hamilton, any
No
questions?
questions per se. You'll be available in the meetings.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Thank you, sir.
Alder Rodriguez. Alder Hubbard.
What, was your understanding of the protocol?
Of the protocol?
Yeah.
Well, I was just listening to, the sessions that was done in November and December, and what the committee talked about, and what the issue they were discussing, and how they proceeded, and so that was, it was talking about the basic economic developments aspect of it. This were November and December, so they talked a lot about Christmas business, Christmas decoration, and so on, and so that seemed natural.
No further questions? Okay, thank you.
Wonderful, thank you very much.
Charles Nagaro. Hello there.
Good evening. My name is Charles J. Nagaro. I live at 189 East Rock Road.
Okay. Mr. Nagaro, you also being appointed to the Development Commission. And why do you want to serve on that commission?
I've lived in New Haven for about 45 years now. I've started two businesses in New Haven, which currently employs in the range of 150 people. So I think that I have some experiences and expertise to offer in the idea of economic development. And I have three grandchildren that are currently in the public school system in New Haven, and enjoying it and doing very well. And so I feel my commitment to do something in return for all the stuff we have. Our business has been very successful in New Haven, and I think that we should see if we can do something to give back.
Wonderful. Did you want to say something, or were you asked?
No, I'm done, thanks.
Oh, okay. It sounded like, it looked like you wanted to say something.
I always
so I
wanted to be
was
able to make a
waiting.
speech. But probably-
Alder Hamilton, any questions?
Thank you, Chair. Mr. Nagaro, you'll be able to attend the meetings. Are you familiar with the Development Commission's meeting date and/or time?
Not entirely. I know that they're on Wednesdays and they're in the morning, and I can attend those meetings. I don't know what the sequence is, once a month, but yes, I can attend the meetings.
The Development Commission meets once a month.
Once a month.
Yeah,
Okay, that's fine.
thank you. Any, Alder Rodriguez, Alder Hubbard?
Thank
Thank you.
Thank you.
John Kelly?
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you this evening?
Good. I'm just going to also give you just a little bit of background on me that might help you. It's both my civil and military resumes, just for each one of you.
Oh, thank you.
Give one to our secretary.
Okay,
Misty.
that's the civilian. There you go. That clears right here.
Yeah,
Thank you, sir.
I think we have it. Yeah, I believe we have it.
Everybody got one?
yes.
And here's the military.
Thank you. And then plus that.
And I am a lifelong resident of New Haven, Connecticut. Although I was,
for the record, please.
Yes,
John
thank you.
Kelly, 631 Whitney Avenue, New Haven, Connecticut. And I've lived in New Haven pretty much my whole life. I was born in Chicago, but I moved here at about 6 months old. So I think I'm pretty much a New Havener.
You are.
And aside from some periods abroad, New Haven's been my home. And I've wanted to give back, and so in the past year or so, I talked with Javier about how I could most give back to New Haven, and they suggested the Emergency Operation Command. And I've talked with Patrick a number of times and met with him twice. And I have quite a lot of experience in a lot of different areas. But among those things is I've dealt with a lot of different agencies. And he told me that working with a lot of different agencies is one of the things that they need as a skill in their office. Because there's going to be a lot of interagency communication and working that's going to be required in any sort of emergency situation. So I haven't had disaster work per se, but I've had a lot of other experiences that I think will work with that. Also, both in my civilian life and in the military, I've been thrown into things and sort of learned pretty rapidly. And I was early on with the Connecticut Veterans Legal Center. I was the second board member, and we went from a staff and a half to, we have about 25 board, staff members now at the VA, which is fantastic. And so I've tried to be involved in things in Connecticut. I've been a commissioner on the Commission for Child Protection, been on the Governor's Task Force on child abuse issues as well. I work for DCF, and so I've been involved a lot with interagency stuff, both in Connecticut and also with the military in Iraq and also in Afghanistan.
Well, thank you
And
for your years of
Albania as
service.
well.
Yes, thank you. No, I don't know too much about the Emergency Management Advisory Council. I do know that and we have an Environmental Advisory Council. So, is this something new, Misty? Or is
It's
this-
pretty new. I talked to Patrick, and it's pretty much starting out.
Okay. Because I don't know too much about this council, but I'm sure that you'll be, you've already talked to Patrick, so
I
you
have.
probably know a lot of what you need to do.
Yeah,
And when the meetings are?
it's pretty much starting. They're starting to get it formulated now.
Okay, okay, wonderful. So you feel that your experience in being in the military and in your other occupations, that you'll be able to serve in the capacity of the emergency management?
I think I will. And I've talked to Patrick about it as well, and he feels that I will be helpful to him.
Okay, wonderful, thank you. Alder Hamilton?
No, do you know the times of the meetings?
We haven't talked about that yet.
When, the schedule is made, you're gonna make yourself
Yes.
available
Yes,
if appointed, so,
yes.
okay. You sound very eager, like you're ready
I think I
and
am.
wanting to.
And he's smiling, so
Yeah.
that means that he is eager.
Yeah, I'm an eager kind of guy when it
All
comes
right,
to
Mr. Kelly.
helping our community and our country.
Yeah, you have a strong resume of service and work. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Alder
You all have it.
Alder Rodriguez?
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair. Among the, I see that you have a lot of experience in working with agencies like the CASA and also Department of Children and Families,
Yes.
which is a tremendous agency to work for in so many different ways. But my question stems around your U.S. decorations and badges.
Yes.
I see that you've gotten quite a few of them.
Yes.
In reference, can you just tell me what the one Global War on Terrorism Expeditionary Medal is for?
Yes, that's
Thank you so much.
if you've served in the military during any time after 9/11, on active duty, you're awarded that medal. So I served on active duty in Washington twice and in Iraq and Afghanistan. And so as somebody that served on active duty with the U.S. military, I am awarded that medal.
Okay, Madam Chair?
Yes.
And in reference to our emergency operations system here, which is really important to New Haven in so many ways, can you just give one brief example in terms of that honor that you won, that medal, of the activities that you did that could be very supportive in the work that you're going to help us do in New Haven regarding our entire emergency operations system?
Yes, I talked to Patrick about that. There was a couple of things. One was when I was in college and law school, I was an auxiliary state trooper out of Troop F in Westbrook. So I was an auxiliary state trooper, so I was with the state police in both until I graduated from law school, and then I became a lawyer. But I was also, being in the military, I've worked with, obviously, National Guard, and so I can work with the National Guard here in Connecticut, who are responsible for disaster response. And having a military background, I'll be able to talk to them using their language, so to speak, which I think will be very helpful. The Coast Guard is also based here, and there's a base here in New Haven, and I think I'll be able to talk to them as well. Again, the military aspect is, I think, helpful when you're dealing with military components in the disaster response, which people without a military background won't have that advantage that I have. Bringing it to the liaison relationship. Does that help?
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Alder Hubbard?
No questions, ma'am.
Do you know where the base is for the naval base?
The Coast Guard base?
Yes.
Yeah, it's Morse Cove area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I used to take my son there. He was in the Young Marines. and
Oh, he
right
was,
next
yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, like I said, I've lived here my whole life, so I know New Haven practically like the back of my hand. I've been all through all parts of it.
Okay. Thank you so much for your testimony.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good
Pleasure.
Thank you. Dr. Frank Mangillo? Come on up. How are you this evening?
I'm doing well. Thank you very much. I'm Frank Mangillo. My address is 12 Oliver Road, New Haven, Connecticut. I've been on the New Haven Board of Health Commissioners for a number of years. I first started serving in the early 90s, or mid-90s, while I was a resident a medical resident at Hospital San Antonio. So termed out recently, but I'm quite familiar with the Lead Advisory Commission. So, you know, I think I'm interested to continue serving. It seems like sort of a logical place to transition to. I am sort of familiar with the issues that we've had in the past number of years, particularly making sure that we have consistent standards that our standards are consistent with state standards, and we have like consistent enforcement.
Correct. And New Haven still has a high level of homes that have lead paint.
Well, that's a problem. I mean, anything built before 1978 has lead paint in it. And we've got some new housing coming online, but I think that the number was like 80 or 90% of the housing in Haven is affected.
Yeah, absolutely. And most of them, and some of them are also historic homes as well.
Right, so it kind of limits what you want to do, but it's a problem. You know, a lot of the things you can do is like containment rather than taking out all the part of the woodwork. So
what do you think? You sat on this committee before, or was it called something different?
I've attended some of the meetings as a member of the Board of Health.
Okay.
So I'm kind of familiar with the arrangement.
Okay. Thank you. Alder Hamilton.
You're gonna, if you'll be available.
Yeah, my office is about, I walked over here tonight, it's about 3 or 4 minutes away, I'm just on Elm Street.
Okay.
And it's my home practice, so I can adjust my schedule.
I read your resume. Very good, thank you, sir.
Alder Rodriguez.
I just want to say thank you for wanting to
No, thank you
be a commission.
Thank you for considering this.
Appreciate that.
And Alder Albert. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much.
And reappointment of Josh Koff, I don't know how to say his name, Koff, Khan, or Shahan? Shahan. That makes sense to me. Anyway, he didn't need to be here this evening. I don't know if he is or not, but he didn't need to be here because he has 100% attendance, so he doesn't need to come before the board. So thank you. And attendance is very important for members of the committees that they serve on, to ensure that when you come up for reappointment, that we do look at attendance, and when we see that the attendance is low, we will ask you to come in and tell us why. Maybe there's a problem with scheduling, maybe there's a problem, you were sick, or you couldn't come, or you got hurt, or whatever the reason is. We just want to know, so that we don't want to reappoint you to a committee that maybe you don't want to sit on anymore and you don't know how to tell them, or maybe you were sick and you do want to sit on a committee. So it's an effort for us to understand what the issue is, because sometimes there may be not seeing eye to eye on some of the issues that you may have. So thank you. Is there anyone from the public that would like to testify this evening? Is there anyone from the public that would like to testify this evening? There was a letter submitted on behalf of Sergio Rodriguez, that they considered the letter for Sergio Rodriguez to be appointed to the Civilian Review Board. Mr. Rodriguez has a breadth of knowledge and experience that will benefit the CRB. To summarize, his work as an alder given him the comprehensive training and how the inner workings of the city New Haven operates, and proper procedures of the boards and commission, understanding parliamentary procedures and other aspects of city government, that the board would find invaluable. Mr. Rodriguez has served as a chair of other boards in the city and will be able to assist in the meeting function, subcommittee operation, and help balance personalities. He has a history of impartiality and fairness in board operation for the Democracy Fund and both board members, and his interactions with political candidates who have used the fund. In his current job, the State Board of Parolees gives Mr. Rodriguez the knowledge base of Connecticut's incarceration process and facility that is lacking from the current board makeup. His expertise in these areas would strengthen the board's ability to operate. His and his family members' incredible work in the community shows his high quality of character. He has experience with the youth, being a foster parent and mentor, which would be a unique addition to the CRB. He has shown commitment to the Jewish and Hispanic communities, as well as identify branches of the national organizations. He continually operates with integrity and dedication in all that he takes on. Please accept the mayor's recommendation to add Sergio Rodriguez, a valuable member of the New Haven Committee, to the Civilian Review Board. Allison Heimer, Administrator, New Haven Democracy Fund. This can be submitted as testimony. Any further testimony from the public? Any further testimony from the public? Any further testimony from the public? Seeing none. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? The motion carries.
Madam Chair, I move Carlotta Clark to the Commission on Aging.
Is there a second?
Second.
Been moved in second discussion. Yes, Alder Hamilton.
Ms. Clark is very capable, she's able, and she's ready to work. So I am in favor of appointing her.
Okay. Any further discussion?
Yes, Madam Chair, I seen her dedication, and her eagerness, and for her to mention, that she was a senior, a young active senior. Is why I will move to second her motion.
Thank you. Okay, and seeing there's no further discussion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? The motion carries. Alder Hamilton.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Item 2, I move the appointment of Satya Fisher to the Affordable Housing Commission.
Moved in, is there a second?
Second.
Moved in second discussion.
Capable, very ready, would be a plus to that commission, and I'm in favor of him.
Any other discussion? I see that he has an ability and willingness to give in his appreciation for the city and willingness to want to serve on this commission. So I say that we give him the opportunity to work on the Affordable Housing Commission.
Yeah, his dedication, working with Habitat for Humanity, is, project manager. I took some notes. Passionate about affordable housing and such. So that's why I'm in favor of his appointment.
No further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? The motion carries. Yes, Alder Hamilton.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Item number 3, I'm in favor of appointing Sergio Rodriguez to the Civilian Review Board. I think he's more than capable.
You moved it. I need a second.
Second.
It's been moved in second discussion. Alder Hamilton.
Yeah, Sergio is a colleague, very capable, was Alder in the community. It would be a pleasure and a blessing for this Civilian Review Board to have him, so I'm in favor of his appointment.
Any further discussion?
Madam Chair,
Yes.
I'd like to say that based on the work that he has performed in this city, he has a lot of experience with all different kinds of groups and individuals and needs, and I think he would make great contributions and help the Civilian Review Board move forward in its goal. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Any further discussion? You sure?
Madam Chair,
Yes.
Alder
Hubbard.
I also will support Sergio Rodriguez. From my experience of him working with my mom and witnessing I know that he's a great asset, not only to the community, but will be a great asset to this board.
Thank you. I feel the same as well. I think he would be a great asset to the Civilian Review Board. And I know that there's quite a few vacancies, so hopefully we can get a good Civilian Review Board on board so we can have the tasks undertaken that's ahead of them. Thank you. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstention? The motion carries. Alder Hamilton.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Item number 4, the appointment of Mr. Dirk Bergman to Development Commission. Mr. Bergman, well-educated, knows his stuff, and would be an asset to the Development Commission. So I'm in favor of his appointment.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Is
just
it-
moved,
yeah,
seconded.
Okay, moved in second. Discussion again, Alder Hamilton?
Yes,
Yes,
from
you're in
me.
favor.
Yes, I'm in favor of him. Definitely.
Any further discussion?
Get a motion to extend his expiration date.
Yes, Alder Hamilton.
Before we decide on him, the term, I make a friendly that, the term,
Amendment?
yes, ma'am, an amendment, to, his term, to amend the term from July 1, 2026 to July 1, 2027.
Has been moved and seconded. And, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? The motion carries. We're back to the original amendment.
Okay, with the term, change. Yes, Mr. Bergman, as I said before, would be a great fit for, the Development Commission, so I'm in favor of his appointment.
Thank you. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? The motion carries. Thank you. Alder Hamilton.
Item number 5, I move the appointment of Charles J. Nagaro also to the Development Commission.
Thank you. Say the second.
Second.
That's been moved in second. Discussion.
Um,
Alder Hamilton.
Mr. Nagaro has 45 years of experience as a resident of the community. He's a business owner. He said he wants to give back, and I'm in favor of him being appointed to the Development Commission.
Any further discussion? I also agree. He's very positive. He wants to, I think with his company and owning a company, he understands the development, how a company operates it, and hopefully he will be able to bring some added benefits to the Development Commission. Seeing that there's no other discussion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? The motion carries. Alder Hamilton.
Thank you, Chair. Item number 6, the appointment of Mr. John Kelly to the Emergency Management Advisory Council. I move Mr. Kelly.
Is there a second?
Second.
Moved to second. Discussion.
Um,
Yes, Alder Hamilton.
Mr. Kelly, he has a lot of resume. Seems very bright, very eager to work, and dropped a lot of names. Okay, so we're gonna support him.
Any further discussion?
I too will support Mr. Kelly for his knowledgeable and definitely the resume speaks for itself. He didn't even have to say anything; he could just presented the resume. But yes, I support.
I too agree that we do need emergency management in the city, and I think having him as an asset to the advisory council, being that he has been in the military, and he's also served as a state trooper, and he can work within the ranks of both political and military, so I believe that he would be a great asset to this commission. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, any abstention, the motion carries. Alderman Hamilton.
Thank you, Chair. Item number 7, the appointment of Dr. Frank Mangello to the Lead Poison Advisory Committee. I move that item.
Is there a second?
Second.
Moved in second, discussion. Alder Hamilton.
Dr. Mangello is qualified. He's ready to serve, continue serving in this capacity, and I'm in favor of his appointment.
Any further discussion?
He has been, Madam Chair, he has already been working indirectly with the board, with this particular commission, and he is familiarized with it. And his area of expertise and work is in this field. I think he would be a good complement for this commission.
Any further discussion? I agree as well. I believe that Dr. Mangello would be an asset to the Lead Poison Advisory Committee, as he has done in the past in his capacity as a doctor. He will now be able to lend his support as a member of this commission. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, any abstention, the motion carries. Alder Hamilton.
And for the reappointment of, boy, I'm about to kill this man's name, Yash Chauhan, to the Homeless Advisory Commission. He has 100% perfect attendance and is not required to be here this evening. So
I second the motion.
he's
It's
reappointed.
been moved in second, discussion. Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, any abstention, the motion carries. Thank you, and I'd like to get a motion to adjourn.
Madam Chair,
Yes,
I make a motion that we adjourn.
Second.
okay, it's been moved in second, discussion. Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
There's no opposition, so
We are
we
adjourned.
are adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you all for being here.
Thank you. And congratulations to the new members.
Yes, indeed. Welcome.
Thank you.
We're hoping to get good things out of your committees.
Oh, all right, I screwed up. Big time.
Okay.
That's it, right, Missy?
I told you it's short and sweet,
Great.
when I can.
Oh, wow.
I'd
We
like
finished
to-
before 7 o'clock.
Yeah, that's what I said. But sometimes we can't. Sometimes we can.
Did we do the recording?